the 619, performed by Rey Mysterio. The old version of the 619, where Rey Mysterio was a lot younger, obviously we don't blame him for being old, but when he would jump off the top rope and hit a Hurricane Rana into a pin, dude.
The West Coast pop.
Dude,
Yeah.
exactly. It was absolutely nutty. And as a young kid, like watching that and being like, what is that?
Hitting that move in SBR 2007, just cinematic with
it hit different. It hit different.
Yeah, because that's when I did like the replay, just
replay
like
3 times. Oh,
yeah,
so beautiful.
Take these nuts to the face, boy. Like that.
Dude.
Prison's getting to him. Prison's getting to him.
If you think about it, if you think about it, he's diving right.
Prison's getting to him. He's lost his goddamn mind.
I gotta get out of this. I gotta get out of here.
Get out of the cell.
Let me out. Get me out.
Right.
Now he's shooting. It's like bloodline member.
Yeah, the nasty rivalry with Honolulu Hank the other year.
IMFT? What does that mean?
My friend Tama.
That's what Tag Me In is all about. Welcome everybody into episode 20 of the Tag Me In podcast. We have a guest tonight with us. Let me introduce the boys first. We got our usual suspects. I am Zach hosting. We got Devin. We got Elijah. We have a special guest appearance. It is my brother, Ryan. Ryan, how are you tonight?
I'm great. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm excited to be here. Excited you could join us for this episode. Devin, how are things? You got a new background. You got this whole weird locked up vibe going on.
Yeah, prison dev. Prison dev.
Prison dev.
I got caught cheating with the predictions, so.
Oh,
yeah.
Truth. Shall set you free.
No, I'm not freaking good. Come on, first place dev. I don't have my sunglasses with me because they took it. Damn it.
Thank God.
Damn.
Thank God, yeah, no personal belongings.
Guess who does have their sunglasses though?
Damn.
Third place,
out of here, bro.
Third place, Big Red. Elijah, how are we? Other than being in last place.
Shut up. I am doing fantastic. Can't wait for this episode, and hopefully Dev can see daylight one day.
Yeah,
That is real.
We'll be praying for him. This episode we are going to be diving into our top 10 finishers of all time. Top 10 favorite finishers, I must emphasize. Again, just like we did our top 10 favorite wrestlers, we decided to run it back, top 10 favorite finishers, and this is actually an episode that's been in the works for about a month now, and things just kept coming up to where we had to keep pushing it back. But told Ryan that he would be on this episode because he's been asking to get on, so we decided to bring him on for this episode, and I'm super excited about it. Before we dive into that, though, Ryan, you are new to the audience, and you actually got the pleasure of going to SummerSlam last Saturday. So introduce yourself to the folks. Let us know, how you got into wrestling, what brought you into this universe, and also, just give us a little recap of your experience on the ramp at SummerSlam.
Yeah, SummerSlam was pretty interesting. It was awesome. The seats were great. Everything went great except the security guards. They were kind of douchey, but I got into wrestling when I was younger. I was, I think, Grandma and Sue's house. I think it was over there watching it with Haley, Devin, and sorry, I don't know your name. Sounds bad. Elijah, sorry.
Oh, crazy.
Sorry, Elijah,
crazy.
Yeah, he's never coming back.
I'm sorry.
The pressure, the lights got to him.
It's okay. But I've been a fan for a while. Just got back into it probably, I'd say, 4 or 5 years ago. That's about it.
Fun fact, you brought up our grandmother. Did you know that Grandma was the first person to ever buy me wrestling merch?
What'd she buy you?
she bought me the Jeff Hardy green and purple arm sleeves.
Oh, dude, you got.
Oh yeah,
Oh, my gosh.
I always went in your room and wore them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, thief.
I had to.
Yeah, you thought you were slick. You were not. All right. As you know, we begin every episode with an icebreaker, kind of just ease into things, let us, transition smoothly into getting our brains activated and whatnot. Devin, you actually had the pleasure of coming up with the icebreaker this week. So, with that being said, take it away. What is your icebreaker?
All right, boys. So my icebreaker this week, we're going back in time to TNA.
Oh, God.
Oh
Here
God!
we go.
Oh, don't worry. No one. This is simple. It's a very easy question. Who was your favorite wrestler? And it can't be AJ Styles.
Damn it!
Yeah, I knew it because it's too easy, and I had a feeling like half of us might like say AJ Styles. So, yes, favorite TNA wrestler can't be AJ Styles. So I'll go first. My favorite wrestler was Sting. Not only was he a great in-ring wrestler, but man, his character work was perfection. I think my favorite time with his run has the Joker. He was just this guy who was going insane. People kept saying, "Oh, you're insane, Stinger. You're insane." Like, I'm not insane. I think I'm perfectly fine. And the way he had that Joker kind of feel was like, "Oh, this guy's awesome." They gave this dude the damn championship belt a month later. Like, this he's it, man. That's why he's a legend in the game, and he's a legend in TNA. Yeah, that's my boy. And also, I actually liked him in Main Event Mafia as well. He was
great faction.
Yes, very underrated faction in professional wrestling. He was more like I'm chill. I'm gonna be the bad guy. Y'all whoop asses. I'll be back here. But Sting was him, man. You know what, Ryan? Since you're a guest, man, I'm gonna go with you.
Oh wow. I have one that you guys probably wouldn't even think of picking. Austin Aries.
Oh, great
my-
pick. Fantastic
dang.
pick.
Austin Aries was insane in TNA. I think he was done really wrong in WWE when he initially got there. He was just so over, and even with the whole him being suicide, that was awesome. And the reveal of that was insane.
The video, they created an entire video game around the suicide character. I remember that.
Literally the storyline was suicide. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
Well, no, actually, the game came first.
Oh, did it?
The game came
Seriously?
first, and then they basically, swear to God, the game came first with Suicide was just supposed to be a video game character, and they're like, yeah, let's make him a real wrestler. Why not? And there was a whole bunch of people underneath it, because I think TJP was under it, too.
I did not know that.
Wow.
Remember him?
You learn something new every day.
Oh, I forgot he was. Actually, I knew that.
Yeah, I was like, he was that, and then there was someone else under it, and then... Well, no, I don't think it started off as him. I forgot who started off. It might have been... Was it Aries?
It was a long time ago, guys.
It was a lot of people, because then... yeah, I know Aries was the very last one to do it. But yeah, the game came first, and then they're like,
Wow.
let's make this guy into a real life wrestler. And it was fucking weird, but
I just like
awesome at the same
how
time.
we're cool with oh yeah, suicide, woo,
I know,
and it's
Yeah, and he had the fucking doing that all the time. Like that was his taunt. And I'm like,
I
remember
get
me
that
as a
gimmick
kid-
over these days.
Yeah.
oh yeah, absolutely. I remember even as a kid, like I was sitting there, I was like, why? That's,
Why are you doing that?
like, yeah, why'd you do that? Like he's cool. The moveset was fucking awesome when he won the X Division.
Dude.
X Division
Oh, yeah,
championship.
I forgot about
Went
that.
crazy with it, but I was like,
There was an
why?
Ultimate X match where I forget who the other wrestler was. Again, this was a long time ago. Took a disgusting spot off of the X. It was insane. The Ultimate X matches used to go
I think it was
crazy.
Jay Lethal.
I think it might have been.
Oh, Jay Lethal, man.
Jay Lethal, good answer.
Was that when
Devin,
he
who's
was
next?
Black Machismo?
yeah.
Like, ooh,
Black Ric Flair.
Black That's Ric Flair's spirit animal right there. Black
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. All right. Okay, I see you, Ryan. We're off to a great start with him. Big Red. What about you, man?
That is a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with, and he's not a TNA original, but he was there for a long time. Kurt the Perk.
Oh,
I got
Such a good
Perk
answer.
Angle.
legendary run. Legendary.
Legendary. That's probably one of my favorite runs of like
I-
all time out of
yeah.
any company.
That's crazy.
Perk Angle.
Perk
Oh
Angle
was
my
was
going
gosh,
crazy.
man, he was different.
Like I remember, because I actually remember this as a kid, like seeing the replay because it was on pay-per-view, so I didn't see it initially, but the replay of him doing the moonsault off the cage.
Dude.
I,
So the
yeah.
front flip onto Abyss, who's also really dope too. Just, oh my god! Like just he was doing some crazy stuff. Like they let him do whatever he wanted, and he took full advantage of that.
Yeah.
He was on
sure.
drugs, so yeah.
Yeah, he
I
was.
mean-
Yeah, he's just like, I don't feel nothing. He's like, my neck hurts. He's like, all right, let me.
What?
All right, no. Yeah, what? Well, he popped 2 perks and go crazy.
There's a documentary where he said he felt like complete crap like 30 minutes after
Yeah.
matches.
Oh,
Voice
out
Feeling
of match.
terrible or something like that.
Oh god.
Fun fact, I believe I've mentioned this on the pod before. Did you guys know that he actually spent more time in TNA than he did WWE?
Yes, yes.
Yes, that's crazy.
It's wild.
He was
to
in
think
TNA
about.
for a long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Oh,
He won
super
all the
long
belts
time.
at one point. I remember that he was.
That's also what I was going to bring up. Like when he had every single belt, like that was fucking dope too. Where it's like,
Dude.
oh yeah, the World Championship, that's mine. X Division, that's mine. Tag belts, psh, mine.
Yeah.
I'll defend it by myself. I'm like, what the?
When
This
he
guy's
had his
crazy.
little beard, that's when he was going insane.
Oh, I could
he
imagine.
went through it.
Came out with
So-
the dog tags and everything.
I'll hop in here. The answer that I was going to go with, you actually mentioned Abyss. Abyss, I was going to go on a little Abyss tangent. He's a great honorable mention. I'm actually going to go into the tag division. I'm going to go with Beer Money.
Beer money.
Beer Money was amazing. Bobby Roode and Line. I just had it. What's the other guy's name?
James Storm.
Yeah, James Storm.
James Storm. There it is. Thank you. Beer Money was great. They were a dominant tag team for years, and then when they actually split, and they had a singles match together, Bobby Roode took the beer bottle and smashed it over James Storm's head. That was what a moment. That was so cool. But a couple other honorable mentions. I mean, the low-hanging fruit out there is Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe would have been a great answer.
Yep.
Abyss, like I said, was my original answer. Just a TNA Mick Foley, essentially. And fun fact, he made a little pit stop in Ohio Championship Wrestling in
Did he really?
2007, I
Dang.
believe. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
I'm surprised no one said Christopher Daniels.
Christopher
I really-
Daniels is a great pick, yeah.
I love Christopher Daniels.
Frank
He-
Kazarian.
Kazarian's crazy.
Yes.
That's a crazy pull right there.
Yep.
Wow.
Yes, for real.
If I can remember her name, Kong.
Oh,
Awesome.
my goodness. ODB. Do you guys remember
I remember
ODB?
ODB. Gail Kim. That was
Gail
she was
Kim
dope
was
too.
the GOAT. Oh,
Oh,
my
the
gosh,
beautiful
Gail Kim
people?
was awesome.
I
A beautiful.
had to turn that off when my mom came down.
Yeah,
Watch
I swear to God, another core memory of that is obviously me being a young boy at that time. When I forgot which one it was, but when she would go through the middle rope as she was entering, and Taz, no fucking chill, was like, "Let the bitches loose!" No! I'm like, I remember that. I was like, "What the? What does that mean?" Like as a kid, I was like, "What does that mean? Where are the birds?" And then, yeah, growing up, I'm like,
That makes
I get
sense
it.
now.
Gotcha. Sir. Gotcha.
I'm cheating right now because we're in our honorable mentions. Alex Shelley, forgot about him.
"Oh
Fantastic
shit! I
TNA
forgot about
original.
I forgot about Shelly."
Amazing TNA original. And don't forget Austin Creed also.
Austin Creed, yeah.
had a
he
hell
I
of
he had a
always
great
forget
line
he
there.
was there.
Dude,
I
Him and Jay
forgot.
Lethal.
never forget Booker T when he was
Oh,
commenting.
yeah.
beating.
That's my favorite thing of all time.
He's going there, kicking the corner. He gets up again.
Oh, Booker T's a bad man. Oh, Booker T go for the thrust kick. Go!
No bread, no water, just me.
Oh.
Booker T's the greatest, man.
Oh, like it
T
just
is
cracked me up, like because they were on. I forgot what happened with Shark when he was off Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Get
man.
Shell, yeah. Fuck. Oh, I forgot
Oh,
the chummer
man.
instead of the stunner. But going back to the
TNA
fucking real quick, go back to the Booker T thing. That episode makes me crack up every single time. I forgot what the stipulations were, but it was like the main event mafia running the show, and Kevin
Oh,
Nash
Scott
and Booker.
Steiner, by the way.
Yeah, as
just-
a ring announcer,
Oh my.
doesn't know how to say
Steiner.
Kong and said Confucius or something like that. It fucking.
Futures.
I was like, well, I swear to God, I'm not even making that up. He said something like that. I was like, what the fuck? But the Booker T thing, he was on commentary with Kevin Nash, and he fucking, like, main event mafia started to get beat up, like, whatnot, and then Booker T's like, wait a minute, that's Booker T, and then just takes the headphones off, runs in, like, this is before he had the microphone. He's like, oh my God, Booker T for the first time, just comes running down the ramp.
Dude, Booker T is the greatest.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I love that man.
Oh my
he gets so
gosh.
much hate on his commentary, and every time he's
He's
on commentary,
awesome.
I love him.
Dude, oh yeah, like Dave freaking Meltzer, David, sorry. David
Dave-
Meltzer named him the worst announcer from last year. I'm like, you a hater, bro.
Yeah, it's
That
crazy.
guy, we always say that we don't care about this guy's opinion, but he gets brought up every single episode in one way or another.
It's like a little fly that just annoys you. Just fucking. Like,
It's like a
I'm
train
gonna,
wreck. Like you can't
I'm gonna
look
bug
away
you every
from
fucking time.
from the train wreck. You can't look away. Like, well, he said something stupid again. We got to talk about it. Like,
Fred
Devin,
Angle
what
doesn't
a-
have a 5-star
what a-
match. Why?
What a good icebreaker.
Yeah, that was a
TNA,
beautiful
like
icebreaker.
OG
That was
TNA
awesome.
on Spike TV.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I just
Dude,
Beautiful
all the
answers as
channels.
Yeah,
yeah,
unlock
dude,
some core
all over the
memories right
place.
there.
Unlocked a lot of memories. Beer Money.
Yeah.
Also, Motor City Machine Guns. Been in the news lately.
If they come to
Fantastic.
WWE,
Fantastic TNA original.
Oh man, if they come to the WWE, it's going to bring back so many childhood memories, nostalgic memories. It's all just coming back in my head now.
It's the best.
They were awesome.
What a great icebreaker. OG
look
TNA
at he's
was
a
the
bad
best, dude.
man. Oh,
The six-sided ring.
Oh,
Iconic.
Yeah,
the
Oh,
6-sided
dude.
ring was dope, and then Hulk Hogan
Iconic.
came in and took away the 6-sided ring.
It's
He's
not going
like,
to work for me.
you had
brother.
it and you didn't appreciate it, so gotta get it out of here. And everyone,
Him and Eric said, "Hey, how are we going to fuck this up? Let's go compete with Monday Night Raw." Yeah. Wait, what?
That's
No.
not going to work for me,
Yeah,
brother.
you
And
said
then
you want that 4-sided, brother? Oh,
he had his last match, I guess, on TNA. I think it was. Oof.
yeah.
Who
Fuck.
cares?
With who? With who? With Sting. With Sting.
Oh my
Iconic.
God! Wait, is it 97? Was it? Was that 97 or?
No.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no, brother. Maybe
Oh.
10, 15 plus years, maybe after that. No.
Oh, well,
Something like that. All I
we're
know, it
kind
was
of-
bad.
We're kind of all over the place. We don't have we literally have one topic to dive into. You brought up Hulk Hogan. Did you guys see that he recently was in an interview and said that he would like to have a match with Roman Reigns?
Absolutely not.
Like,
Absolutely not.
absolutely not. Never in your life. First of all, he's getting speared out of his red and yellow boots. If that ever happens.
He's absolutely
Dude.
going to have a heart attack in the middle of the ring.
nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
Crap
Yeah, he's gonna get speared, and you're just gonna hear the crack of his fucking hip. Just
Oh, God.
it's
Oh, you
not
sneeze
gonna
on the
work.
ground. Hey, Hulk, you okay? I think I have a concussion.
He's going to pull a Shane McMahon and wrestle
It's in the
him.
match.
He's gonna. He's the best in the world.
No.
God.
No, he's not.
Please
He's
don't
not.
send fucking 60-something-year-old Hulk Hogan in the ring
He's,
ever.
he's got to be.
But
I forget. He listed.
off of
he listed
3
a
back
couple-
surgeries or something like that.
He
Please.
listed a couple other wrestlers that he'd like to have a match with too, and it's just like, yeah, I think Seth Rollins was one of them. Maybe
No.
one of them was definitely Roman Reigns. But it's like,
Listen, buddy,
Who-
that was.
who
You're
asked
done.
for this?
Bro,
Nobody
Seth
wants
Rollins
He
would
must
stomp
need
his
money.
head through the. He has something.
It would be what do they call it? Like something like against an elderly person.
Assault?
Abuse.
Elderly assault?
Elderly assault.
Prison time? I don't know.
Why would he?
Yeah, something.
And you bet your ass he would politic to be like, Nah, I got to make it competitive, brother. Like,
Well, you gotta
I gotta get it my way. I have to go over, brother. That's gonna get real ratings.
Vince
It's like,
McMahon's not there anymore, so no, Vince be like, "You're right. We have to do this." Triple H is like, "Hey,
please don't.
you have a nice home back in Florida. Go back there."
Yeah, don't you live in
Okay.
Tampa, brother? Go to the beach.
Get out
Like,
of Tampa.
enjoy your
What I'd be doing
fucking
personally.
retirement.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
If I was fucking 67 and living in Tampa, you wouldn't. Nah, I'm not going
I
physical
don't
ever
want to
again.
work ever again or do anything physical.
Exactly. I
Oh,
made
dude.
millions.
What?
I make millions.
Yeah,
I was him back
See what
then.
these pythons do.
Yeah, these
Oh, yeah.
24-inch pythons, brother.
What an idiot. We can't be having that. Do not let that
WrestleMania
get
41. Put it in right now, boys.
It's
Triple
it's
threat
once in a
Cody.
lifetime. It's once in a lifetime.
Oh my God.
You think it's gonna be
Even-
Roman Rock? You think it's gonna be Roman Rock, and the Rock comes out and just gets hit by Hogan? He's like, I don't think so, brother.
Yeah. John Cena said that if you listen to the Rock versus Hogan match, like it seems great. Put it on mute. And he said, I promise you, it's the worst match you ever watched. Like,
It's
oh shit! Like
I can't blame him.
it's a really bad match, but the electricity in the air for that match
It's
was.
just iconic.
well,
Yeah.
it is. But he got hurt 10 minutes in, so
Yeah,
you know.
he was
Wow.
already 85 at the time. So
I know. He's over here holding this, dude.
Rock's in
He has his
prime
AARP
age.
card at that point.
Gross collective disability at that time.
Disability.
All right, boys, we gotta rein it in.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
We
I'm
are.
sorry.
Oh,
we're
I'm
all
waiting
over
for my
the place.
check, brother.
Like I said, we don't have a whole lot to dive into today. We got one main topic that we're focusing on, but those are some fun little tangents we just went on there. But with all that being said, let's dive in to our main event here. So, before we get into the list, I want to give out a couple statistics about this list. So, we're doing our top 10 finishers, and so what I did was I had all four of us compile our own individual top 10 favorite finishers. They all sent them to me. Just like our top 10 wrestlers episode, I did a little grading system to come up with a cumulative top 10 list. There were a total possibility of 40 different finishers if we all provided 10 unique answers. Out of 40, we got 27 slots filled. There were 27 finishers presented to this list. 19 different finishers got one mention. 5 different finishers got 2 mentions. One finisher got 3 votes, and 2 finishers got made all 4 of our lists.
Oh.
The
Dang.
type of finisher, there were 4 high-flying finishers provided and 2 submission finishers. So I had actually mentioned something to Devin earlier, and he's like, I kind of forgot about all the submissions because in my brain, like, they don't count as finishers, is what he said. So, like, there were some in consideration for me, but I understand what he's saying, as dumb as it might sound. I get where he's coming from.
Dumb, but
Absolutely.
listen,
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
it-
I mean, when you're in confinement for such a long time, I really I
You know, I
understand.
spent a while
Forget what a
feasting the
finisher
sun,
is.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I just see
it.
it. I'm sorry. I just see it as submissions. I'm sorry. Like,
All right,
It's
so
almost like they
kill me.
tap out or
I
something,
mean-
and the match ends. It's what the finisher is. The match ends.
well, no, you're
matches I was
right.
tapping out. I
Solid
mean,
point.
You're right, but I also understand where he was coming from. Okay, so
Dummy, yeah. No, I'm kidding.
yeah,
Elijah fucked up. Yeah, because we put
Yeah.
an opinion out there. He has to stomp on it every time. Every time I have an opinion, you're stupid, damn it.
you're totally not hurt about it at all either.
I'm not hurt.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do.
When he gets
Yeah, buddy.
outside those 4 walls, he's gonna kill me.
Finisher.
Don't post bail.
In 15 years, man.
This bit rules.
I'm sorry.
So
Okay.
finisher 27 down to finisher 11. I'm just gonna rip through those. We're not gonna spend a lot of time on them. If you guys want to say something about one of the finishers, interrupt me, and we can talk about it. Okay? So starting with number 27. Number 27, 26, and 25 all got 1 point, which means they were number 10 on this list. Number 27, the Code Breaker. Number 26, the Styles Clash. And number 25, the Crossroads. So, Devin, you had the Codebreaker at number 10. I had the Styles Clash at number 10. Ryan, you had the Crossroads at number 10. Coming in with 2 points, we had 2 answers, the KOD and the Rock Bottom, that were me and Devin's number 9 respectively. With 3 points, we had the Black Mass. Elijah, that was your number 8 finisher from Aleister Black / Malachi Black, however you want to refer to him. We had 3 finishers come in with 4 points. That would be the Curb Stomp, the Zigzag, and the Frog Splash. So I was the one who came up with Frog Splash. I actually wanted to say something. It's not just any old Frog Splash. It was Rob Van Dam and Eddie Guerrero specifically.
Yeah.
Those two had the greatest Frog Splashes of all time.
Absolutely.
That was definitely on my honorable
I
mention.
think Elijah would have said Logan Paul, but
Yeah, definitely.
Jey Uso's
Yeah,
is up there for me.
Jey Uso's Frog Splash.
Ooh.
I can respect it. His
Anyone
is
but Logan Paul's.
anyone but Logan Paul.
I mean, to be fair, he does have a good frog splash. I
You
will
mean
say.
Dirty Doms?
Right. Well, he's taken after his father, Eddie Guerrero.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, Eddie Guerrero's is devastating, dude. But
RVD's got the
oh
height.
my gosh.
Like
Well,
Eddie
and-
Guerrero's was like perfect form,
Yeah.
100%.
But
Rob Van Dam
was-
is like, how the fuck does he fly that far?
Also,
Yeah.
honorable mention to Montez Ford. Montez Ford has a clean
Absolutely.
frog splash.
Oh,
That man gets up there.
he
Yeah,
does.
he he literally floats. It's crazy.
We
had a
had
singles match.
3 finishers. Give him a singles push. 3 finishers come in with 5
Absolutely.
points. That was Ryan had the kill switch. Elijah, you presented the Batista bomb, and Devin, you presented the pedigree. So this is the part of the list where I started seeing finishers where I was like, oh my gosh, how did I forget this finisher? The Batista bomb. How did I forget the Batista bomb?
Yeah.
And the pedigree
Yeah.
was in my honorable mentions. The kill switch is one of those underrated finishers where I'm like, what a good move that like just doesn't get talked about. The kill switch ruled. Christian,
Love it.
where he would literally just like twist him over and like just throw his face on the mat.
It looks
It's
like
awesome.
they're gonna like break their neck or something, but they don't. It's crazy.
It's a great move.
It was also called the Unprettier, and I could see why, because you slammed your face into
Yeah.
the mat. Yeah, you're probably going to mess something up there.
Ryan, I wanted to ask you, do you think that Chelsea Green is doing a good job carrying this move and having it to be her finisher, being called the Unpretty Her?
The name's not original, but I like Chelsea Green. I'm starting.
I love Chelsea Green.
I'm a fan of her. I'm
I
slowly,
love Chelsea
Verde.
slowly starting to like her more.
All right, the next two, number 15 and number 14 on the list, each had 6 points. The F5, Ryan, that was your number 5, and the crossface / Gargano lock, or any other variation of
Slash
that move.
paint statement smash.
/ yes lock /
That one I definitely put on my list because I just kept on when I sent it to Zach. I just put this / this /
Yeah.
this / this /
It has
etc.
75 different names. The question I wanted to ask you about it, though, the crossface. Why do you love Chris Benoit? In support everything he's done.
Who said
If
that?
anyone does not remember this, episode 2 or episode 3, whatever it is,
It's very
dude,
early.
he talked about him. Like, we can't talk about CB on here.
Well,
Elijah.
Okay, no. Wait. I am not defending him. All I said in that episode was, oh, what's an underrated WrestleMania match? And I was like, oh,
Ugh.
him versus Kurt Angle, super underrated. Like, that was dope-ass match. WrestleMania
Yeah, why
17.
don't they talk about it more?
I don't know. It's the most viewed.
Because Kurt Angle,
we've had for a hot
he
minute.
faced nobody. He literally had one of the best matches against nobody. That's
Yeah,
how
that's-
good he was.
Yeah.
That's the perks talking.
He had a match with the perfect zone of
Kidding.
like imaginary
Kidding.
guy.
All I was saying. That's why I put / because
I
there's a whole
know.
bunch of other people.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
As the guest lock is a really, really amazing move and just tense in
dude,
general.
we don't need to talk.
Thank you, Devin. The yes movement has reached TMI levels. All right. The last 3 before we get into our top 10. Number 13, 12, and 11 goes the ankle lock, the end of days, and Starship Pain.
Oh
So-
shit!
Ankle lock was definitely on my list. Ryan, you presented Starship Pain. What a pull. That's 2 fantastic pulls from you. John Morrison, I would assume, is who you're referring to,
Yes,
or
sir.
are you thinking the
No. John Morrison makes it
Okay.
look pretty.
dude? The best. Naomi has her own little variation of it these days. I'm pretty sure Melina.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Get out of
John
here.
Morrison.
Was it Melina that used to break it out all the time as well
Yeah, I think so.
Eminem?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
so.
dang.
in
For
the
a hot
Eminem
second.
days? And then okay, so Ryan, that was your number 4. Elijah, Ankle Lock was your number 4. Definitely on my honorable mentions list, no question. And I presented the End of Days at my number
I don't
4.
know how I missed that.
So the End of
How'd I forget
Days. The End of Days is one of my favorite finishers of all time. Obviously, it's my number 4. It was a very protected finisher for a very long time, and even like to this day, it is still just so smooth and so clean. Baron Corbin, anytime he pulls out End of Days, it's like one of my favorite spots of the night because that move is just so clean to me.
It was
See,
it was insane when Drew kicked out of it at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and it was just such a
Oh,
nothing feud too.
yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
broke the protection of that move for such a nothing feud. It made me whatever.
I know, I didn't really
See-
get it either. I wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
See, I liked his other move better. His was it Deep Six?
Yes,
What was-
yes.
He does
He
the
still
Deep Six,
does
yeah.
it, yeah.
Deep Six. That I honestly like more, even though it doesn't finish anybody.
I think
Yeah,
that's
it just
like
looks
more
cool
of
to
a
me.
signature now.
It does
maybe?
look super dope.
Yeah, it's a signature.
move.
He
Yeah.
never finished anyone with it that I know of, but
All right.
I think it looks prettier.
So all 3 of those, 13, 12, and 11, they all came in with 7 points. So we've officially reached our top 10. With that being said, number 10 with 9 points, Ryan, your number 2 finisher of all time. You single-handedly got this move to the top 10 because you had it so high. That would be the Attitude Adjustment by John Cena / FU by John Cena. It's a fantastic, like, for what it is, the way he does it better than anybody else. It's not like a super deadly move. It's literally just a fireman's carry and just a throw. But he has made the move so iconic.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And it's literally anytime anybody goes into a fireman's carry, the first thing I think of is the Attitude Adjustment.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I like the FU better.
I,
well,
Yeah, just holding him on
We're
his shoulders.
PG
well,
here.
they're about to be on Netflix.
We're
I can say
PG
it
here.
yeah, it's coming back. John Cena's 2025 run, it will be called the FU
now. I hope.
because we're on
please.
Netflix now.
I hope so.
We're on Netflix now.
Yeah.
Might as well say it. Like,
On a quick little side note, I really hope at least one more time he comes out to Dr. Thugonomics.
Oh, he
Has
has
to.
to.
Absolutely.
At least
has to.
one. Just
I
give
feel
me
like he's
one,
gonna
even if
have
it's just a
to.
random Raw.
Like a Skrillex.
Like you're just sitting there, like,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, exactly.
Well, Def Rebel will,
Oh,
Def
my
Rebel.
God.
Dr. Thugonomics.
The doctor is in.
The doctor's in. It's just a heartbeat
The
on
doctor
it.
will see you now. Def Rebel.
Step in.
Steph.
by the way, they I think they gave the Miz his new music. It's like the old someone said it was like his old music. It was like the quiet on set stuff like that because he's Hollywood now.
Oh, quite, yeah, Hollywood, yeah.
Yeah.
Super Hollywood, yeah. I think that they brought that out for his singles match on Raw. Just this past episode here. No, but the one attitude adjustment that I think of, I forget who the second person is, so you might have to help me. But when he had Big Show on his
Mark
shoulders,
Henry.
and then was it Mark Henry? Thank you. See, exactly. I knew you would have it. But when he hit the FU on both of them at the same time, that was absolutely
dude.
insane.
Wait, I don't think he did. I thought it was Edge.
Was it?
It was Edge. It
I thought it was
Mark
Big
Henry.
Show and Edge.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Big Show and Edge.
Edge.
Now that I'm thinking of the match, it
Oh,
was
well.
WrestleMania, what, 26?
Yeah, 25. I think.
Boom.
You know what's better than 24? 25.
And guess what? It was
Edge,
better.
wasn't Mark Henry. That's my bad, yeah.
No, you're all good. You just thought of like big humans.
You
I
could
understand
see
the
me
mistake.
pondering.
I mean-
second guessing myself.
I mean, Edge is like fucking 6'5", 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say Edge is
Oh,
60
yeah.
or
You're
something
still a
like
big,
that.
meaty guy.
Yeah, so big dude.
Imagine
Okay.
if he had Edge and then Big Show was on top of him.
Oh, God. God.
Oh, gosh.
Also,
I'm sorry.
Edge jumped on him, so.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah, well,
It's-
this whole business, that's kind of what it is,
Oh,
It's
what
What are you
business?
talking about?
What?
What?
No, well, I don't know. What are you? Who said that?
Kayfabe, brother.
Kayfabe.
Wait.
Yeah,
Kayfabe.
yeah.
All right. Moving on. Moving on to number 9, coming in also with 9 points, but the tiebreaker here for me was we had three of us vote for it, whereas the AA only had 1 vote. So number 9, the 619, performed by Rey Mysterio. So Ryan, Devin, and I each had this at our number 8.
Damn,
Elijah did not have the 619 listed.
that's crazy.
Oh, brother.
Was
I
in
just
my
wanna
honorable
say-
mentions.
I just want to say, before we discuss, I just recently went to SmackDown 2 Fridays ago, and I got to see the 619 in person, but it was like a 619 to the entirety of Judgment Day. So it was like super, super corny, but whatever. All 4 members of the Judgment Day were in between the ropes, and Rey Mysterio hit a 619 on everybody, and it was awesome. The old version of the 619, where Rey Mysterio was a lot younger, obviously we don't blame him for being old, but when he would jump off the top rope and hit a Hurricane Rana into a pin, dude,
Yeah,
It
the
only
West Coast
happened-
Pop.
dude,
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hit.
It was absolutely nutty. And as a young kid, like watching that and being like, what is that? Like, that's insane. What was that? That was one of my favorite moves of all time.
hitting that move in SBR 2007, just cinematic with
Oh,
it.
it hit different.
Yeah.
It hit
Crazy.
different.
Yeah, because that's when I did like the replay. Just
Replay
like,
3 times. Oh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
beautiful.
Take these nuts to the face, boy. Like that.
Dude.
Prison's getting to him. Prison's getting to him.
If you think
He's
about
getting too
it,
comfortable now.
if you think about it, he's diving right.
Prison's getting to him. He's lost his goddamn mind.
I gotta get out of this. I gotta get out of here.
Get out of the cell. Let me out!
Get me out.
So we're moving on to number 8, and this is the last one that only received 1 vote. But we had it so high that it snuck into number 8. So at number 8 with 10 points, my number 1 favorite finisher of all time, the clothesline from hell.
Under
I don't
Damn it! I
know.
forgot that one. Oh, I forgot about that.
I don't know what it is about that move. It is literally just a simple clothesline. That's all it is. But when JBL delivers the clothesline from hell, you can feel like a lung
Oh, yeah.
collapse
Oh, yeah.
or a rib break in real time. It is one of the nastiest lariats of all time. And just his frame and how he delivers it with the speed that he delivers, unbelievable move. As a kid, I hated JBL.
Oh, yeah.
One of
Oh, yeah.
my least favorite of
Oh,
all
dude,
time.
he
One of the
sucked.
greatest heels of all time, though.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
when he
he's-
held the championship for like over a year, like I could not stand that guy. But going back with hindsight, with an adult perspective, that move could literally come out of nowhere and just destroy you. So that, I don't know when it happened. It was within the last like 3-4 years where I made the switch where I was like, okay, this is now my favorite move of all time. But the clothesline from hell, number 1 for me. And like I said, I was the only one who listed it, but based on your guys' reactions, it sounds like one of those ones that you all forgot about.
Yeah,
No, funny
for sure.
story. I was on WWE 2K16 earlier thinking of my list, and I scrolled and I saw JBL, and I was like, nah. But it's crazy that you listed him, though, because that's just weird.
Yeah, it literally my number 1.
And honestly, like with that move, especially when he did it to like a smaller dude like Rey Mysterio or like Crash Holly or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they go
Dude,
flying.
The cell.
Oh my
Yeah, they-
gosh, the cell is
You
insane.
would think that he looked like you would have thought he decapitated him.
Oh, yeah.
Like straight
He
up.
did.
Like,
Yeah.
have you guys seen that video of the guy punching the mannequin head and it fucking went flying off? That's exactly what I think of with that. Just fucking, bing, just gone, straight up gone. It was so
Oh.
devastating, and
Oh my
I'm pissed I don't have that at least at number 10, at
Yeah,
least
dude.
minimum,
The
because
the
I
clothesline
completely
from
forgot
hell.
about that.
I had it so high that I was able to sneak it into the top 10 with 10 points. So
See, and that's the thing with like all these lists too, is that you keep on trying to edit stuff. Like I edited my list like 3 times.
yeah.
Where I'm like, let me rearrange this. Well, actually, let me take this off and add this. And like the one I ended up sending, I was like, I just need to lock it in right now, or else I'm gonna sit here for another 30 minutes being like, well, actually, what about this one? Oh my god, I forgot about this one. Let me move this here. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna have that 5. Let's bump that down to 7 and put this one at 6. Like, it's so fucking frustrating.
A lot of shifting.
It's a headache.
I told Zach to switch my 10 and 4. It was.
As soon as you send it, you're like, wait, switch these two.
It's hard. It's so hard. People think like you think it's so easy. Oh, this guy, this, and you're like,
oh, it took me a
wait,
while.
I like this one, but wait, damn it! And I'm like, nope, I'm not doing this again because we did this the last time, and I had a headache over it. I remember I texted Zach like, hey, wait, can you switch this for me? He's like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, wait, delete. Like it's bad.
Yeah, it's tough. Okay. With all that being said, what happens with our number 7 is exactly what happened with what you guys just experienced with the clothesline from hell. As soon as I saw your guys' list come in and 2 of you had this listed, I was so mad at myself. Number 7 with 10 points. Again, the tiebreaker. This received 2 votes. Clothesline from hell only received 1. The Tombstone Pile Driver. Now, Elijah, you had listed Pile Driver, but I texted you and I specified Undertaker. You were like, yeah, it's super dope when everybody else does it. But yeah, Undertaker,
Absolutely.
for sure. So, Elijah, you had Tombstone at number 9. Ryan, you had it at number 3. Devin and I did not have it listed, but as I said, that was the one where the list came in, your guys' list came in, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, how did I forget? One of the most iconic finishers
That's
of all
why
time.
it's up there for me.
Oh yeah.
That one went right over my head.
Ryan, you had it at your number 3, so you have it the highest out of all of us. So, like, is there a certain one that, like, sticks out, or is there a reason why, like, you had it so much higher than all of your other finishers?
The one that sticks out to me is the Shawn Michaels Undertaker WrestleMania 27.
Yeah.
No, 26. 26. Sorry.
26.
Sorry. It's just
You're good.
great.
They fought at WrestleMania like 4 times.
Yeah,
so
a couple times.
Yeah,
But the one in the
Undertaker versus DX is crazy.
Don't talk about that.
The one in the Hell in a Cell against Triple H. That one's also beautiful. With Shawn Michaels, it's a beautiful
That
match.
whole match. That whole match.
Insane.
Elijah, you said Pile Driver just in general, and then I asked if it was Undertaker specifically. But you said you had other people in mind as well. What, like, give a couple examples of other Pile Drivers that you were thinking of when you wrote it down.
Well, it's not really much of a finisher, but I remember specifically because obviously the first thing I thought of with the Pile Driver was Undertaker because it's just super iconic, and that move was very well protected too. Like, people have kicked out of it, but it was relatively rare till towards the end. Like, it was pretty interesting. But I remember a specific time where CM Punk was busted that out for a hot minute.
Oh,
like, I don't know if you remember, that John Cena as well. Like, he didn't finish him, but just seeing him like lift him up and do like the old school, just bam. You're like, wait, what the fuck? Like, other people could do it too. It's like,
Punker Taker.
Yeah, that's allowed. That's not copyrighted or something. Like,
doesn't own that.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be outing myself here as not knowing ball. Did Bret Hart used to not like full invert, but he used to do some form of pile driver, right?
He did the
he would do like the sitting one, falling.
The very dangerous one.
I was about to say that one was awkward.
Yeah. And obviously, we're also missing Kane.
Yeah.
Well,
Kane
He
also
did
had
it weird. I remember they used to put it like the legs were to the side.
Yeah.
I guess it was just be more. I don't know. It was to be more safe about it.
Probably.
Yeah. But they said F it. We're just gonna put it right between the head and everything. Like,
I'm dropping you on your head, buddy. I don't care. What?
Yeah, you're gonna break your neck.
Yeah.
All right. Number
Hope you
6.
did your exercises. What?
All right, number 6 on the list. It's funny because Elijah and Ryan, you guys had the last one. Devin and I for number 6 are the only ones to have listed this finisher. So, number 6 with 10 points was the Go to Sleep, performed by CM Punk. I had mentioned on a previous episode, Icebreaker. Go sub on YouTube. Don't know what episode it was. Scroll through all of them and find it. The Icebreaker was, what move in real life would you least like to take? Like, what move would hurt the most? My answer to that question was the GTS. It is a fireman's carry where you literally just throw your opponent up and put your kneecap directly into their nose. I love this move. I love CM Punk doing it specifically. And remember when they were teasing a CM Punk return and Shinsuke Nakamura just broke out a GTS out of nowhere? It was like, why is Shinsuke Nakamura doing a GTS?
So
like, what
random.
are we doing here?
He's been done wrong. He's been done wrong.
Yeah, it was so random, so weird.
I don't want to get into that.
Had this. I had this at my number 5. Devin, you had this at your number 7. The GTS is awesome. To go back to that Icebreaker question, again, scroll through all the episodes. Make sure you listen all the way through. You never know when it'll pop up. It was in one of them, though. Just do your research. Devin, do you think you could kick out of the GTS?
No. God, no.
No,
I
you
feel
couldn't.
like right to the nose. I'm done. I'm laying down. Like, I'm done. Game over.
That
No,
time,
I
buddy.
lost. I lost.
broken.
I
Get a
tried
blanket
getting
and
out.
pillow, you're done.
CM Punk just threw him in the air, and I said, "Well, I tried." And it's right in the nose. I'm just gonna lay down. Like this, I gotta sell it. Just sell it. Get out of there. And then he gave me a pat on the head. Good job, buddy. Like, thanks.
Good job, buddy. My nose!
My nose is over here. Like,
Yeah, it's fucking. You're smelling your cheek. Like, what?
Great match.
I can't breathe.
Great match.
Can't breathe.
All right, gentlemen, we
oh
have
god.
we have reached the top 5. I'm going to give a quick recap of 10 through 5 here. So, or 10 through 6. Sorry. We got the Attitude Adjustment, the 619, Clothesline from Hell, Tombstone, and the Go to Sleep. That's our 10 through 6. We are into the top 5, and it is another finisher where Devin and I were the only ones to list this. So,
Dang.
at number
Dang,
5,
man.
with 14 points, we have the Sweet Chin Music,
Oof.
performed by Shawn Michaels. Now, the only reason that I wouldn't put this on my list is because of the way that the super kick is treated today. The super kick is a transition move, and that drives me nuts. If you go back and watch the Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso match from WrestleMania 40 this year,
I won't.
don't. I did for you, and this is totally not a made-up number. There were 733 super kicks.
In that one
700?
match?
Yep, definitely not a made-up number.
No, I think it is.
I watched every single one of them.
Now I have to go back and watch.
There's not 700.
Not
It was not.
700.
It was not 700.
Oh, geez.
I was about to say. I was
It
like, no way.
Exaggerating. It was 650.
I was fibbing.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, no 30 on
No, but no, this match. I'm sorry, not this match.
Get the
This-
over-under on it, just like Uso super kicks.
So
Yeah.
20 in.
Over-under
I would have gone
30.
over.
Seconds into the match, 13 seconds into the match, you hit the over on that. So this move, like I said, when it was an actual finisher, was one of the smoothest, one of the cleanest moves of all time. And when Shawn Michaels would go to the corner, he would tune up the band. Just the commentary was great every single time. And this move is just one of my favorites. Devin, I'm gonna ask you about the Sweet Chin Music, but before we get to you, my favorite Sweet Chin Music of all time didn't even happen in a match. Elijah, you had talked about this before, but when he just hit the Sweet Chin Music on Stan, the backstage guy.
What's your name?
See,
Buddy, what's your name? Stan.
see,
I just kicked Stan. You gotta be kidding me! Another fucking papers fly everywhere.
Shout out Ty
Devin,
Dillinger.
of all,
Shout out Ty
Sean Spears,
Dillinger.
perfect 10.
Yep.
If Shawn Michaels hadn't existed, who do you think performs a super kick the cleanest these days?
Oh, dude. Our boy Dolph Ziggler. I didn't say that weird.
Ooh,
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler had the second cleanest super kick, man. And I don't know why. I think I feel like to some people that's random. But if you go back and watch the matches, dude, they're actually really good. And they're clean, too. It looks like he really pops someone in the chin. Like, usually when you see it, like, it's all right. But he does it so cleanly that they did that, man. They did him wrong, too, which pisses me off as well. But, like, I love Dolph Ziggler. He's very underrated.
Oh, he's living his life right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's
TNA
chilling.
champ.
Dude, good for
He's
him.
big balling right
I'm
now.
so... Oh, yeah, he's chilling right now. But his super kick is so nice. It's not really his finishing move. I think it's also just another regular move in the moveset, to be honest.
Yeah, it's tough. The Young Bucks also have
Yeah.
a very clean super kick. They overuse
Oh,
it.
with the
just
nails
like,
on the shoes?
just like the Usos do.
Yeah.
Kicking Darby Allin right in the fucking face with the nails.
They filled. They filled.
The insane thing.
Yeah,
Dude.
when he was hung upside down, Batman style, and just fucking.
Hey, guys, I have a great idea. You hang me upside down, and then you're going to put the thumbtacks on your shoes, and then you're going to kick me in the face.
Just kick me in the face.
Time out. Time out.
As hard as
Until
he
you-
can.
Gosh.
And he wonders why
Ryan.
he's always bandaged up. Like,
Yeah.
Ryan, we'll go with you first. I want to ask you and Elijah this question because Devin and I have kind of had the last two. Do you have a favorite Shawn Michaels Sweet Chin music that comes to mind?
I think my favorite is it's like a newer one, but it's him and Ric Flair.
Oh yeah.
I love iconic finishers, and like they're my favorites, and that's
Yes.
one of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the
Elijah,
emotion behind it's crazy.
Yeah, the I'm sorry, I
I'm
love
sorry,
you.
I
And
love you.
that video, like that little 8-second video or whatever, is used in every situation. Like anytime. It's so funny. It's such a memeable moment. Elijah, there's one in my brain, and I'm throwing it to you. There's one in my brain. Let's see if you can pull it out of there. What is your most iconic Sweet Chin music?
Shelton Benjamin.
Bingo. You nailed
Oh,
it.
dude,
Let's go.
thank you. I was going to
Yeah.
say...
That was absolutely insane. Like, I remember as a kid, like, obviously, I did not watch it live, but seeing the replay of it, just like him jumping off the top rope and just bam, because I think that was the first time they did it. It was like off the top rope, and he just lays him out, and then there's the dude dressed as Hulk Hogan in the crowd being like, "Oh!" That's all. I don't know why that's like a.
We're not talking about Hogan.
It
buddy.
was a fan. It was a
Shelton's neck like
fan.
snaps back a little bit.
Dude,
Oh, yeah,
selling
he-
it.
It's crazy.
And like it's crazy because Shelton Benjamin had a interview recently with a fan of the show, Chris Van Fleet.
I love
And-
that.
Oh, yep. Definite fan of the
Yeah,
show.
left
For
a
sure.
comment. He liked one of our comments, so he's pretty much
No big
No big
Me and
deal.
him are
We're
cool.
basically best
We go
friends
way
with Chris
back.
Van.
Basically once a
Yes.
month.
CVF. Yeah.
Yeah.
CVF. Me and him are cool. You know?
No. He
With the
wants
boys.
to come on and tag me in.
Yeah.
Be crazy.
Our schedule's pretty booked though, but
I'm
we'll
there.
get him in
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, shout out to Chris Van Fleet.
Anyway, Shelton Benjamin had an interview with him, and he asked about like the Sweet Chin music he took, and he was like, "Honestly, he didn't even hit me. That was one of the safest bumps I've ever done." I was like,
Kayfabe, dude.
What?
Kayfabe.
Why would you say
Dude.
that?
"Yeah."
Come on.
He said that in the interview, so it's public knowledge now. But
Kayfabe.
yeah, he was
I
like, "Shut up."
What do
For
you
real.
mean he did hit him?
But he,
All right.
I just
We've
thought that was
spent
insane. Also, real quick, another super kick that I feel like is super underrated is Adam Cole.
I
You
was gonna
know-
say that.
Oh,
I was
he
gonna
does
say
have
Oh
a
that.
very-
yeah. Oh
He's
yeah.
super dope,
dude,
but
yes, very clean.
his
The ricochet spot.
two of them, two ricochet
Yes.
spots, because there was one again is similar to the Shelton Benjamin one, ricochet off the top rope, bam, gets fucking nailed, and then
Shout
the
out
one
Ricochet.
shout out ricochet. I mean, we
R.I.P.
got Walmart
Shout out to
ricochet
my
in jail
dad.
right now.
Yeah.
He's so mad at me right now. He's not talking to me. So
We got
you know.
ricochet at home.
Yeah, we got ricochet at home. We got ricochet in jail.
He's like, I'm not bailing him out.
Love you,
Okay.
Devin.
He was stalking
Ricochet.
Braun Breaker's house, and then he got arrested. Trying to get revenge. The shit where he,
We're off the rails.
the Adam Cole super
Yo.
kick where Ricochet goes for the was it the moonsault? I know he did a backflip essentially, but I'm trying to
The
think of the rest
yeah,
of
the ricochet spot where he backflipped off the ropes.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
do the fucking
Oh.
yeah, where he got kicked upside down.
Yeah,
man.
that
That
was
was
insane.
And I actually did watch that one live, and I remember I fucking flipped out.
Yeah,
I
big pop.
was like,
Big
what
pop.
the? I never thought that could happen in a wrestling match, and
Big
that
pop.
was insane.
And
All right.
Ricochet sold it too.
And then
Sold
kicked
it, bro.
out.
He's so good.
It's all about
Yeah, he
the
sold it and then got hit.
Yeah,
with the fucking,
yeah.
neck
So
breaker.
you kill me, not like that.
That
was
match is
Ricochet.
still like top 5 favorite match of all time for me, just in general. But
All right, we have
Anyway.
spent a lot of time on the Sweet Chin Music, so we are going to move on to number 4. It is a move that is used a lot. There's many different variations of it, just like Shawn Michaels' super kick. It is the
crossface?
spear.
Oh.
It is the spear, not the crossface. It is the spear. Coming in at number 4 with 16 points. Devin and Elijah, you guys had this one ranked. It was Devin's number 4 and Elijah's number 2. So
Dang.
I asked both of you this individually. When you think of the spear, which version of the spear are you thinking of? And surprisingly, both of you came up with the exact same answer. Looks like Ryan also has the same exact answer.
My boy!
Dude,
Yes.
did y'all see that spear at SummerSlam? I know Ryan saw it, but like, dude, his legs.
What is
wait, time out.
Ah!
And now it's your tribal chief.
By the way, for the audio listeners who are unable to see what we're doing, first of all, go to YouTube. Shame on you. Sub to the pod. We are talking about Roman Reigns' spear. So, Elijah, I will let you have the floor with this one. Why did you rank Roman Reigns, specifically the spear, so high?
Or like honestly, no, it's for real. Like because there's a lot of people that have like a really good spear, but for some reason Roman Reigns, it looks very not only genuine, but just the whole like hyping up leading to it, like the whole crowd, the ooh, especially
Yeah.
at SummerSlam, because that one was the loudest I've ever heard. But it's always
Good
been
job,
loud
Aaron.
in general. Yep.
My
Good
voice
job,
was gone, and I still shouted louder than most people.
Yeah.
It hurt
I
really
hope.
bad.
Oh, dude.
Pretty sure there was
It's for
internal
real
bleeding.
though.
This is.
I tore a vocal cord, but
I think I
it's like
told Zach, but right before Roman came out, my friend Braden, he was there. He was taking a video, and like literally 2 seconds before, he was like, "Come on, Roman, you're wasting time" or whatever, and his music popped, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
He has a
Oh,
video.
we need
of
that
it, it's
video.
awesome.
Such a good moment.
We need it.
I need that video ASAP. But like, I think he has the most perfect form when it comes to like using the spear. Personally, like devastating every time. Like there's people that there's like a Goldberg or Braun Breaker who have like a very powerful looking spear, but when it comes to like checking off each and every box, I feel like Roman does it perfect.
I'm glad you didn't mention
sure.
Bobby Lashley, because he just does that dumb front flip, doesn't even hit him.
Yeah, I do.
We're not
Yeah,
ready.
it's like, I don't like the Bobby Lashley
It's
one.
horrible.
It's like, yeah, it's
You
devastating,
wanna
but why are
know-
you flipping? Grab him.
You wanna know-
Tackle him.
Maybe it's a recency bias thing in like how old this guy is, but the edge spear also does not hit the same. Maybe when I was younger, like it just in my brain, like it was a very powerful move.
Yeah.
But Edge / Adam Copeland, his spear these days, ever since his return, just does not hit the same for me.
He's more
Devin?
careful with it because that's how he got hurt in the first place.
Yeah, that's how he.
I mean, yeah, I get it,
messed up
but-
his neck. So it's like an understandable one, but it's just not hitting the same.
I
Yeah.
think he
Yeah.
got messed up on the ladder match against the tag ladder match.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy. That's where it
Well-
initially got messed up for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, man.
Just him slamming his
Iconic,
head.
though.
Because I'm like, as a kid, I remember it being like, oh, he's like spearing the fuck out of him. And then, like, I think it was right before he retired, like 2010, 2011. He started doing it where it's like very, like, he just wraps him up a little bit. It's like how the NFL wants people to tackle nowadays.
He grabs it. He's like, okay, calm down.
Yeah,
All right,
do you feel
all right,
comfortable?
All right.
Do you feel supported?
Bringing you down.
All right, we're going down.
Put the pillow down. Put the pillow down.
The ref just does a pillow. All right, 1, 2. Oh my God, he kicked out. How did he do that?
All right. You had mentioned Goldberg. I want to give a shout out to Rhino.
For
The
real.
gore,
the gore is
Gore's
another.
crazy.
Oh.
Rhino's spear is disgusting, and he was. I didn't watch a lot of Rhino matches because he was, just ECW like indies. He wasn't in WWE very long, from what I remember. But
TNA.
Mhm.
yeah, another TNA guy. But his spear is just so so angry, so powerful. The way that Braun Breaker does it these days, or Goldberg back in the day. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Rhino as well. Rhino also has a nasty spear. Okay, we are running it back. Devin and Elijah, the number 3 finisher on our list. Only you two had it. So number 3 with
We're up there, bro. Come on.
My boy.
16 points, the Stone Cold Stunner. Devin and Elijah, you guys both had it ranked in the same exact place, number 3. It is your third favorite finisher of all time. Devin, are you okay with Kevin Owens taking over the Stunner? Is he doing it justice?
Oh yeah, I think he's doing a great job with it. Honestly, his stunners are like, it gives you that vibe of like, yeah, that was definitely like that feel of Stone Cold, especially with Kevin Owens. I'm just here to fuck you up, pretty much.
Yeah.
And of course they had that match at WrestleMania. I thought first, like, I'm kind of glad they didn't do like a Stunner Fest. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't ruin, because I feel like that ruined the finisher for me personally.
Yeah.
Like, stunner. Okay, I get it. They both do stunners. Can we just stop? But like, I'm glad I didn't do
move
that. Yeah, but no, Kevin Owens doing a great job with the finisher, and I think it fits his moveset. Personally, man, like, if there was anyone else that do it, I think they would ruin it. Kevin's the perfect guy.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Kevin's doing a just fine job, but nobody does it like
Oh
Stone
no,
Cold.
no, I'm not.
Nobody
Yeah,
does it.
I'm just saying he's doing great.
Yeah.
But Stone Cold
Yeah.
always that's his move.
That's his. 100%.
That's also one of those moves where it's like it's very hit or miss. It depends on who's taking the stunner, because
That's another thing.
you either just like instantly die or you turn into a cartoon character.
Yeah.
So like there's two
It's
there's
not
2
wrong.
levels to this thing. There's 2 levels to this, right? So like obviously back in the day when Rocky would take a stunner, he would literally just oversell.
my!
He would oversell.
Cartoon character.
Like, he would just like roll around the ring a few times, and then if you want to bring it to modern day, Devin's favorite wrestler, Austin Theory, one of the best Stone Cold Stunner cells I've ever seen. Like, that's being dead honest, serious. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny right now. Like, Austin
puts his
Theory's
knees
cell
up.
of the stun, where he literally just like
Fucking
kicks his leg.
flails.
He kicks his leg like a toddler. It's so funny.
One of the best sellers. I tell you what, he has a
Absolutely.
future in this business.
Dude, Austin Theory, stock going up.
For real.
Stock going up.
He's gonna get that. He's gonna get another.
Sparkles and champagne. What a callback. What a
That should be his theme
callback.
song. for sure. If he comes out to that one day, wow.
Oh, man. Did
He's getting another singles title.
this
It's
is
gonna
not-
happen eventually.
This is not an Austin Theory centric pick here. I don't know how it turned into this. He acknowledged that meme in one of his backstage promos before. He's like, I'm the United States champion. I should be popping bottles, sparkles and champagne. It's so funny.
I hate him so much.
I love that.
Yeah, we know.
And when
We
Jelly
know.
Roll body slammed him, bro. Oh, that was so
Again,
choke
awesome.
slam
one of
was
the
crazy.
cleanest choke slams of all time.
That
Dude,
choke
he-
slam was freaking crazy. One-handed too. Like, it wasn't like he grabbed, like, choked him, put his hand on the back, did that. He just fucking like lifted
was-
him up. And
Oh yeah, I was like,
that was actually
damn.
really impressive.
Austin Theory selling made that whole moment, and I'm
Okay, I will say this: his selling is his selling's.
Oh God, he's getting sick.
I can't even say it. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah,
It's good.
It's great. It's
I
great.
did it. Can I get out now?
All right.
Get out now. You reduce your
moving-
sentence.
Here, tag me in.
Oh,
Good plug. Sub to the top. All right. We have made it to the top 2. So these last 2 finishers are the only 2 finishers where all 4 of us voted. Okay? They made all 4 of our lists. So, with that being said, the number 2 finisher, coming in with 18 points, was the Swanton Bomb. Jeff Hardy, iconic finisher. A major part of all of our childhood, obviously. Elijah, you hate Jeff Hardy. You had it at 10. Ryan, you also hate Jeff Hardy. You had it at number 9. I had it at number 6. Devin, this is actually your number 1 finisher.
Come on, guys. Come on. So disappointing.
Obviously, I'm joking. You guys don't hate Jeff Hardy.
You made the list. What do you want from me?
He's on the
Dude, Ryan, we didn't have a trampoline. We never had a trampoline, but our neighbors had a trampoline. And we would be over on that trampoline all the time. And my tag's sticking out. We would be on that trampoline all the time. The amount of times you and I pulled out a Swanton Bomb on that trampoline, I don't think it's calculable how many times we hit the Swanton Bomb. It is so just iconic, and just the way that he does it, where he just, when he was younger, obviously, not so much today, but where he would just like pause in midair and then like wait until he's about this far from the mat before he flips his body. Amazing finisher. Is there a moment or one that comes to mind when you think of the Swanton Bomb, Ryan?
I'd say the Swanton off the ladder when him and Matt came back at WrestleMania 34, 33,
yeah.
34.
Ooh.
His
Yeah.
Swanton off the ladder was just I just love Jeff Hardy. It's everything.
It's the best.
Everything about that move is awesome.
It's the best. The only thing that I will say when it comes to like high flying finishers, they're not my favorite simply because it takes so long to set up. Like the act of getting up onto the turnbuckle and then like doing your your little dance and your pose and whatnot.
Good job, your team. Beat it up. Go.
No, you gotta hit the Swanton.
Exactly. Just Jeff Hardy was the best. But and the amount of time that it takes is what knocked it down a few pegs on my list, but it's still such an iconic finisher. Devin, just let me know. Like, you tell me again. This is another move that Kevin Owens has kind of adopted. Like, what is it with Kevin Owens?
I forgot.
Stealing everybody's move.
I love Kevin Owens.
I also love Kevin Owens. But actually, I'll throw it to Elijah since Devin got the last one. Elijah, like, what the amount of things that he has jumped off of and rotated his body. Is there an extreme high flyer Swanton that comes to mind for you?
I mean, I got two. I got an extreme one and my favorite one. So the extreme one has to be when he was on the scaffolding and
Yep, that's the one that I was
jumped
thinking
onto
of.
Randy Orton, just whoop. Like that one was insane.
Yeah, crazy.
Absolutely, because their feud was going crazy just in general, and then just Jeff being like, "Oh, you've been messing up my family and my opportunities. Yeah, let me get you now." But my personal favorite one is the one at, I think it was Armageddon, with the triple threat between him, Triple H, and Edge, where Triple H hits the pedigree because Jeff goes up and him taking too long, it actually bit him in the ass because he was climbing up and fucking got a chair thrown at his head. Just ding!
He's down.
Yeah, fucking, he's just sitting there folded at the moment. So it's like, oh crap! And then Triple H hits the pedigree on Edge, goes for the pin. 1, 2, and you just see literally from out of nowhere, just fucking like camera doesn't even see him. You just see him annihilate both of them. Just fucking bam! Because he rotated last second, so he hits Triple H's head and Edge. But you see Triple H just bam, sells it, rolls out the ring, and then wins the WWE Championship off that.
Iconic.
That was super iconic, and because that, as a child, like that, and then the celebration afterwards is like a super like core wrestling memory in my head.
Oh.
Yeah, all that just perfect. That finish was literally, I was not expecting that, because when they're showing like the replays of it, because I didn't have money to get pay-per-views when I was a kid.
Yep.
Shocker.
Amen, brother.
Come on, Mom.
Yeah, come on,
Come on, Mom. It's Jeff Hardy, Mom.
I'm trying to see who he is.
We need groceries this week, okay?
Yeah, I'll eat ramen. Just let me see.
Who gives a fuck about groceries, Mom?
What about your brothers? Man, fuck them. No, I'm kidding.
Your brothers watch this. They're...
I'm kidding. I'm 100% kidding. I would never do that to my brothers. But,
Oh my gosh.
brothers, am I right?
Yeah, brothers. Tell me about
Brothers,
it.
am I right? But just saying
cool.
that. Yeah, brothers. But,
Yeah, brothers.
yeah, brothers, right? We all have brothers, right?
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, all
they
of
never lived with me when I was little. I had sisters.
All right, whatever.
No, like just that entire like just memory of like that him like doing the swanton out of camera range and him just bam last second was perfect. And I think that's like the perfect swanton in general. He's done a whole bunch of crazy ones, obviously. Like
Yeah,
it's Chef Hardy.
I completely agree with you. That the two that you mentioned were the two that were in my head. So you and I are in sync tonight.
Do you remember?
All right, boys.
It's a recent one, but when Darby Allin did the swanton off the ladder through the glass,
Through the pane of glass, dude. That picture. Sometimes, so like, one of us had an
Darby
icebreaker
Allin.
wrestling moments that live in your head referee. I believe it was Devin. Go search again through all the episodes and make sure you like and
TikToks,
comment on all of
YouTube
them. And,
Shorts, whatever you
yeah,
want.
view all the
Please.
shorts. It might be a short. Just
Yeah,
go through the
please.
entire channel. You'll have to find it. Go sub on YouTube. Wrestling moments that live rent free in your head. Darby Allin going through the pane of glass and just him rolling over and his entire back was just painted red. That's one of those moments for me.
Well,
First
you can
thing.
see it start bleeding too, because at first you're like,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
the
slip
sound,
down
like
was. Oh.
because initially the sound, just the glass pane, just you're like, oh my god, like holy crap,
What
and
the
then
hell
him
was that?
standing up
Mhm.
and started like slowly walking away, and you see the blood come out
Yeah.
and then run down. You're like, that was like, oh my god, why?
Yeah, it
It
was
felt
gross.
great.
90% of the stuff Darby Allin does, like, and this isn't shade. I actually really like Darby Allin as a wrestler, but why? Why?
Literally, this isn't the
Why'd you
easiest,
have to
dude.
do
You
that?
made it.
He did it so high. He was in the ring with the ladder.
Yeah,
and
he
did it.
jumped from the ring, the ladder in the ring to
Take
the
the-
outside onto straight up glass, no padding or nothing else. Glass and chairs, actually.
Glass and
forgot
chairs.
the
Why
chairs
can't you
are there.
just take thumbtacks? Just take the damn thumbtacks,
not
bro.
nice at
Like,
all.
Oh my god. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
do nothing.
You just don't have to do. Just wrestle, brother. No, I
You-
straight up like I saw a meme like it was from I think it was like from wrestling game, but someone said don't show Darby Allin this. And it was someone throwing him from like the top of the nosebleeds. The top of the nosebleeds into the ring. It's like a game, but it was.
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
it's SVR.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. But someone said don't
Okay.
show
Backyard wrestling.
don't show Darby Allin this. Was it
I
backyard
didn't hear.
wrestling?
Dude,
Oh, which
you
one
talk
was it?
about video games you used to have.
ugh.
All right, we have made it to our number one cumulative favorite wrestling finisher of all time. You all sent me your list. You all know what finisher we have yet to talk about. This finisher almost got a perfect score. So there was a total of 40 points that it could have gotten.
Damn it,
This
Devin.
finisher came in with 38 points, almost perfect. Almost all of our number ones.
Who messed
So,
up?
The number one finisher of our favorites cumulative score is the three most dangerous letters in all of sports entertainment, RKO. Randy Orton's RKO is our favorite finisher by a very wide margin, by 20 points. It's our favorite. So, Devin and I had it as our number two. Elijah and Ryan, you guys had it as your number one. This finisher is amazing. Devin, I'll send it to you first. Like, what is it about this move that makes it just so iconic? Like, why did we fall in love with this move?
It's out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Literally. Also, listen, I got more like into it as well when it became a meme.
Yeah, true. True. No,
Watch
dead
out! Watch out!
serious
Watch
though-
out!
Dead serious though, like that might be a big factor as to why it's so like iconic and memorable.
Oh yeah. Well, people who aren't wrestling fans, are like, oh my gosh, this is so cool! Like you don't understand.
Yeah.
You don't understand, damn it.
The Michael Cole, that clip of him saying "watch out, watch out, watch out" is actually like outside of the world of wrestling one of the most recognizable like sounds of all time. Like that sound gets used everywhere. So the fact that it became a meme might actually be part of the reason why it got so popularized and why we all love it so much.
Yeah,
It carried Vine.
it did.
It did.
It
Yeah,
did. It got me when it was they had like a retro flashback pretty much when it was John Cena versus someone on Saturday Night Live. Not Saturday Night Live, my Saturday Night main event. Sorry.
Yeah. Yep.
Um,
Saturday Night Live.
I know he was on Saturday Night Live. I mean, he probably was.
In front of the live audience
Can you imagine? Oh my
in New
god!
York.
he
It's
just
Saturday night.
he just gets
Saturday
RKO and then
night.
he just looks up. And live in New York, it's my face. Dang. Like, but no, like, cause he Randy got in the middle of the match, attacked him, and then he RKO him through the chair. And I think that was one of the main reasons why I hated Randy Orton. Of course,
Dude.
Randy punting John Cena's dad, but like that RKO was vicious, and it still
Deadly.
is, honestly.
Absolutely deadly.
Randy's run from like 2006 to like relatively recently. He's
Yeah.
diabolical, bro. It's,
Absolutely.
it's so
He's
crazy.
crazy.
Like
Absolutely
2014,
diabolical.
2015.
Elijah or Ryan, either one of you can jump in here. Have you guys seen the videos that Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano are doing backstage? Where so Tommaso Ciampa keeps trying to hit Randy Orton out of nowhere with an RKO. Do you, Elijah, it looks like you know what I'm talking about. Do you think that Ciampa will ever land one of those? Like, he's got to get one eventually, right?
No,
That out of nowhere.
I don't think he's gonna get
Just
it.
straight, he went straight for the kill. He said no. Like, damn.
Yeah, well, it's just funny because he might, because there was a video with him and Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens like, you need to stop yelling from out of nowhere. That's how he
From out
knows.
of nowhere.
Yeah, and he's like, well, how am I going to hit it then? He's like, you can't just, I mean, he fucking nut taps him. See, did you expect that? I did it. Yeah, you're right. That was out of nowhere, wasn't it? Very surprising.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Ryan, I'll toss you a question here as well. I was in consideration for putting Randy Orton's other finisher on here, the punt. Do you remember the punt? Like, it was banned for a long time because of how real it was. Like, did you ever have any consideration of putting that on your list at all?
No.
It was RKO all the way.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it was. The punt was one of those moves that was like super, like in kayfabe, super realistic. And actually, I think that icebreaker that I referenced earlier, Elijah, I think that was your answer. The punt the move that you didn't want to take in real life.
Yep.
The punt,
Please don't kick me in the head.
Yeah, it was really bad. So we have, I'll reread the list real quick. 10 through 1. Give you guys our top 10 finishers. Pardon the paper here. Just hit the microphone. Sorry. Starting at number 10, we got Attitude Adjustment, 619, Clothesline from Hell, Tombstone Pile Driver, the Go to Sleep, Sweet Chin Music, the Spear, Roman Reigns specifically, the Stunner, the Swanton Bomb, and the RKO. Those are our top 10 finishers. We are going to go through and do a couple honorable mentions real quick. First one, probably number 11 on my list, was the Chokeslam, but Kane's Chokeslam specifically.
Oh, yeah.
Like, The Undertaker had a great Chokeslam. Big Show, whatever, Big
Sure.
Show, he exists. He did a Chokeslam. Kane's Chokeslam was by far my favorite. And then also another submission move that I really wanted to put on my list. I just couldn't find room for it. The Sharpshooter. Super iconic. Just one of my all-time favorite moves ever. We'll start with Ryan. Do you have a couple that like just barely didn't make your list?
The curb stomp.
Okay.
I like the
Yep.
curb stomp a lot
Yep.
for some reason. Don't know why. End of Days, as you mentioned earlier, was one of them. I didn't really think of any other ones to put on there.
There's just so many
Yeah,
to
I
choose
can't-
from, and it's
can't
hard,
think.
like
Yeah.
on the spot.
Stomp was number 7 for me.
Yeah.
GTS
Yeah.
is also another good one.
I
Yeah.
almost put that on there.
All right, Devin. Any that you'd like to just give a little love to that didn't quite make it?
I did have the Claymore in there for a minute.
I had the Claymore on here. Yep.
Yeah, I, I don't regret not put it in there, but it is. I like that finishing move by Drew. Um, ooh, very underrated. The claw from the Fiend.
Oh,
I feel like his was
okay.
more like everyone else had like, oh, I'm just gonna put it in your mouth. His was like, I'm gonna.
I'm literally going to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me that jaw. Just fucking. Oh my god, what the?
And then you can hear him like, like,
He just
And then
you good, bro? He's like,
in
yeah.
pain.
his was scary for sure. But Mr. Sacco with Mankind, like the OG Mandible Claw,
oh,
the
yeah. Of
greatest.
course you're gonna pass out. Like,
Yeah, Buddy pulled it out of his fucking pants. That's crazy. That's the worst
wild.
part of it.
Oh, God.
You see, like he's talking like
He's
not a
been
pocket,
sweating.
full on. Yeah, because it wasn't even his pocket. Like he didn't like pull out of his pocket, put his hand. Like grabbed it under waistband and went fucking whoop. Come here. I'm like, oh my god. I think I'd pass out just from that alone.
All right, Elijah, throw a couple love to some that didn't make your list, and then we're gonna wrap it up and get out of here.
All right, so a couple that haven't been said already. I had the coup de grace.
Ooh, good finisher.
dude,
So
I
that
forget that.
almost made that. The Kinshasa.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck it. That one and that one I left out because it's similar to like a super kick, sweet chin music,
Mm-hmm.
but with a knee, and I just
Yeah.
fuck. Like, it's a really devastating move.
Deadly.
It's super deadly. And then another one, it's like a newer one, and it's honestly just because it looks super cool and is well executed. The Soul Snatcher.
Ooh, dude. Oh my goodness.
That
I'm
is
so upset that I didn't
crazy.
think of that. That is quickly climbing the ranks of my all-time favorite finishers for sure. Sol Ruka, oh my goodness, she's so clean with it. And at first,
Yeah.
like first started doing it, it was one of those where I was like, well, the setup for this is like so obvious. Just like stay out of the corner, like don't face the corner. But she, dude, she's been hitting it off ladders, off of like the middle rope, like just in the middle of the ring, like that thing. She's developing that thing to where she can hit it literally out of nowhere. Like I know the jokes or whatever, but the Soul Snatcher is so clean.
Oh yeah, it's super clean. I know it's like kind of similar to RKO. That was kind of why I left it out as well. But
Sure.
it's so like the setup for it is so unique where I've never seen that before, and I've also never seen it botched either. So I'm like, this is
Yeah.
just great. Like, and you
Yeah.
can hit it on anyone too, because that's also why I like the RKO. Is I love having a finisher that you can hit on literally anybody. It doesn't matter if it's like a big dude or little man or anyone in between. Like anyone can catch a RKO. And it's the same thing with the Soul Snatcher. Anyone can catch a Soul Snatcher.
Absolutely. There are a lot of finishers that we did not talk about. So, with that being said, we're gonna get out of here, and it is your job, the fans, to leave in the comments. Hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, wherever. We're gonna be posting these everywhere. So, it is your job to let us know what we left off. Give us maybe your top 5 finishers, your top 10 finishers, however you want to do it. But a finisher that we didn't mention. Let us know what we missed, because I promise you there are plenty out there. I have so many written down that this would turn into like a 3-hour episode if we were to talk about them all. So we're going to get out of here. Thank you to my brother Ryan for joining us on this episode. We appreciate you stepping up. It was a pleasure to have you here. We're glad we could hear your thoughts and opinions on all these. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, X, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you can find us. We're available everywhere. TikTok. Sub to the YouTube. Again, audio listeners, go over to the YouTube. A lot more entertaining to watch us over on YouTube rather than just listen to us. We're done. That is a wrap on episode 20. Those are our top 10 finishers. Again, leave in the comments what we left off. And until next week, we're out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Later.